Whether you're using it to drizzle, dip, or bake, caramel makes the perfect finishing touch for all of your fall treats. I'm like jumping out of my skin. I'm so excited. Heather Smith with Orson Gygi is here to show us how to put a block of it to use. We know when you pull out the Pita's caramel, life is about to get better. I don't know why I went British on you there.
Well, I feel I like making it fancier, so thank you.
Okay, caramel, you're loaded. You're stocked at Orson Gygi?
We are fully stocked, and it's on sale for the whole month. And so this is like the one thing that we love to celebrate. October, as soon as October hits, we're like, caramel season, it's ready, we're ready to party. And everyone automatically goes right to the caramel apple, which I'm not going to say is not a treat. And
we don't knock it.
So fun.
Yeah.
But sometimes 5 pounds of caramel, you're like, I want like 10 caramel apples.
Well, it brings me to my next question, because I think I got a little overexcited at the Gygi Peter's caramel sale last year. Does caramel last?
It lasts
the one on my
months.
shelf?
Yes, 18 months.
Okay, I'm still good?
Yeah, so you just need to keep it wrapped really well. And so then, but if little fingers get into it, I thought mine was wrapped well, and I had like little pinches out of it. So
little snacks?
Just check it before you go to make
What
something.
else can we make? Caramel apples, yes, of course. What else can we do with that 5-pound block of caramel?
Well, we have got 3 recipes here, and I say recipes very lightly because they're very simple. But I know with fall break coming up and like just fun opportunities to spend in the kitchen, these are things that you can do with kids of all ages. Super easy, super fun.
All right, grandmas, listen up. What do we got?
The first one is probably like my favorite cheater way, and it is just take the caramel, you cut off a slice, and this is why I say recipe loosely. You can cut it to whatever pieces you want. If you want a big piece like this, and then we have these little paper cellophane squares, and you just wrap them. And now you have a fun treat that you can throw in your purse.
Look at that.
I wrapped these up last night, and my kids were like, oh, that is the coolest thing ever. So now you've got like homemade caramel treats all the time. You can gift these at Christmas time, and people will beg for the recipe. I kid you not. People, and I'll sprinkle a little bit of salt on it if I want. If you want to make it a little bit fancy.
That's where you hair toss and say, I'm sorry, it's a family recipe. Yeah, exactly.
If you want to make it extra fancy, throw it in some chocolate. And then
see, I have the same reaction as your kids. I'm gasping over your shoulder.
It's falling
Don't lose it.
Don't lose it in there. But just dip a little bit in chocolate. And then, of course, the secret is going to be just sprinkle a little bit with some sea salt.
Always.
And let that set up. And you will have like the cutest homemade caramels. Please, I was hoping you would. But super easy, super fast. And honestly, like it just makes it feel like a little bit special. So
you got to give me this recipe.
Family secret.
All right.
The next one is homemade Twix. And this is like super easy, super fun. We have just taken these club crackers, which we were just talking about, like the buttery sweetness that comes
me to my
on
childhood. My mom did soup a lot in the winter months, and we rotated between club crackers and oyster crackers. They're so good.
It's so fun, but it's super easy. So what you'll do is take, this is a 9x13 pan. The size does matter because it goes through like 1 box of crackers. And so if you want to double it into like your normal cookie sheet size, just make sure you buy 2 boxes and double that recipe.
It's like Kellogg's knew this is what we were going to do with them.
Exactly. Plus a few extra for some snacks along the way. But you'll just line it with foil, spray that with some cooking spray.
Spray the foil?
Yes, because what we're going to do next, and I hope I melted this enough. Yep. So you'll just line these in a flat layer, and then you're just going to pour caramel over all those club crackers.
I am so giddy about this. I don't know why. Homemade Twix? Are you kidding me?
Oh my gosh. And it's the easiest. Ollie was helping me set this up as we were getting ready. So my 6-year-old can easily do this. And the hottest thing is the caramel. So like but it's not crazy hot. So if you're worried about little fingers, but what you'll do is just spread that around, and then you'll repeat that 3 times. So then you'll just come back
with the crackers.
And then do 1 more caramel, and then 1 more layer of crackers, and then pour chocolate over it.
Oh my good gravy.
Let that set up. The hardest thing is to wait for that chocolate to set up.
Look at this. Look at this. Look at that. What is happening? Look at all those layers. Are you kidding me?
The layers, and I sprinkled the top again with some salt and put it in there. But it's so fun. I took this to like a church party on Saturday, and it won an award. So I'm just going to say thank you.
The award-winning homemade Twix bars. And can I say, I know I pump it up every time you're here and use them, but they were a game changer for me in my kitchen, these silicone bowls. If you're melting chocolate, melting caramel, you need these.
Yes, I feel like it just goes hand in hand with the next 2 months.
Those look amazing. I'm going to save that for the commercial commercial break so I can do the proper finger smacking.
Yes, they are a mess.
All right.
Our last thing is just a twist on everyone's favorite Rice Krispie treats. So in here we have 2 sticks of butter, 5.5 cups of the mini marshmallows, which I do believe the mini marshmallows make better Rice Krispies.
Really?
I'm just gonna throw this out there.
How so?
I think it is just because there's a little bit of coating that's on these so they don't stick together in a bag. And I just feel like it helps to just kind of like make the most delicious Rice Krispies.
You heard it here.
You could test it yourself and see.
Okay.
But into that, we are now gonna put a cup and like a quarter of caramel.
You're putting that into the butter?
Right into the
So it's not just
butter
a layer
mixture.
in between?
Oh, no.
Oh, heavens. Why would we do that?
Why would we do that?
I love you so much.
And then once it's in here, we are just gonna pour this directly over. I should have got some hot pads.
Oh, no, what do you need? No.
I've got it. Will you just scoop it into that?
Yeah?
It's
I'm
fine.
scared.
It's actually not that hot.
Are you sure? As I fly it around?
My fingers are
numb at this point.
The heat.
Finger printer. You'll
Yes.
never know. Okay,
and I
sorry.
probably should have stirred it a little bit more together, but guess what? We're just gonna go with it.
It's all coming together.
And you'll just stir that into this. Now, there's a secret. You can make it into your 9x13 and give you like just average, but I take this same recipe and put it into an 8x8 pan.
Okay.
This is how you get this thick, tall
This is how
Rice
you do
Krispie.
it. Yeah.
Because that's what we really want, right? Like when you're like in a reach for the Rice Krispie, you get the short, flat ones. You're like, no, I want the big, thick, deep ones.
You have changed our game, and all it takes is one brick.
Yep, and then we're gonna throw a few more marshmallows, because why not?
Because why not?
And then do not forget
What?
the salt.
The salt.
And if you have not tried this Malden salt, these salt crystals, they're like
I need those.
the bigger crystals.
I need
They're
those.
so yummy.
Okay.
So, salted caramel Rice Krispies, put it into your pan, and you're all
Peter's
set
Caramel
to go.
on sale this month. What else is happening at Gygi?
We've got classes galore. We are just getting ready for like everyone's holiday baking. So it's so fun.
I think of Heather every time I pull out my Halloween banks. I bought that cute witch banner. I told you, like 10 years ago, and now my kids appreciate it as much as I did when I bought it.
It's part of the season.
Thank you so much, Orson Gygi online and down in Salt Lake City for your store location. Thanks again.
Thank you.